Do you feel like your partner doesn't love you? Do you feel like the spice in your marriage is dying little by little? If you are feeling that way, then you need to wait and listen to this video. I'm going to be just talking about the 5 love language. Now, what do we mean by love language in the first place? There is language of the people, which is different tribe and culture. There are languages of the spirits, which is speaking in tongues and in different tongues. We have different dialects, even in Western worlds. We have different culture, languages, tribes. Now, when it comes to love as well, there is a language that you speak that some different people understand. And if you mix this language together, there's going to be chaos, and the other party will feel like they're not being loved. Now, what is love language? Love language is the language that an individual feels love. It can be your partner, it can be in your marriage, it can be your children. So, but in this particular one, we're going to be discussing love language in marriage. Now, there are 5 different type of love language. And I recommend this book if you really want to know an in-depth knowledge about love language. It is by Gary, and it is 5 love language. So I'm going to be making it a little bit short with what I understand about it. And I have practiced at all, and it will be working for me. And I believe that if you do as well, a lot of things will be easy. And the first is word of affirmation. Now, for word of affirmation, the way this person feels love or the way you express love is by what you say to the person. These people are very big on words. Whatever you say can make or mar that relationship. They believe that words is very powerful and it goes a very long way. In fact, they are very big on words. If you tell those people some very negative word, they take it to heart and it can really break them. I remember one time like that I've seen a very beautiful lady, and many a times when the spouse speak about her, she feels less of herself. I was like, you're so beautiful. Why would you think you are this kind of person? That's to tell you what words can do. Those people are very big on words, and words are very powerful to them. And the second love language is acts of service. If your partner has this love language, you're going to feel like your partner is frustrating your life and using you, but that's not it. For this kind of people, they are very big on you performing a particular task that is very stressful for them. Like anything that will stress them, they need somebody that is going to help them to make life easy for them. And for some spouses, let's take for example the woman performing tasks like washing the dishes, vacuuming the house, taking the kids to school, helping her to do some little work, maybe concerning a project or whatever she's doing at home. Just doing little things like that, they feel like it's love to them. You're speaking their love language, because this kind of people feels like action really speak louder than words. So they are not really words kind of person. They just want you to put action into those words. You love me, right? Then help me to make my life easy. Now, the third one, which is receiving gifts. This particular kind of people, you will buy something tire, but they are not really like, the gift doesn't necessarily mean expensive, but the thought of it. They might be speaking and telling you some certain things that they have been looking out for. Maybe, I like this particular thing, this, that. They will have said it a couple of times. And if you're that kind of spouse and you have this kind of person, getting that particular things that she speak a lot about goes a long way for her, because they'll feel like you're being thoughtful, like you know what they need. Sometimes just looking at them and trying to pinpoint what they need and you give it to them, you've made their day. Those are the kind of people that even as little as flour, if they like flour, it goes a long way for them, and they feel like you really love them, and you're showing love in the way that they feel like it's love. So if you have this kind of person, the best way for you to show them is by buying them something. No matter how it is, it doesn't need to be too expensive. Even if it's cheap, they will appreciate it. So the third love language we're going to be talking about is quality time. And for these particular people, you need to spend time with them. You need to be there all the time. Like when you're present, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't work. Like, because I know some men will say, so I should not work, I should sit down. No, it doesn't mean you shouldn't work. What they just want is that when you're present, you have to be present. Now, when you're with those kind of people, anything that is a distraction for you, you have to take it out. This kind of people, they are very big on conversations. Like, you need to be very, very vast in your thinking on what to say and what to bring conversation to the home, like communication, date nights, just spending time with them, just be adventurous and go out. Those kind of people, those are the things that they really, really like. So you have to be very creative, because this particular set of language, it's very big on the little things when you want to get your partner to open up. So I hope this works for you. Then the last but not the least is physical touch. This particular love language is those kind of people that have this are very mushy. They love to be touched. Physical touch. Sometimes when they're talking to you, you see them putting their hands, they want to cuddle you, they want to hug you, they want to peck you. Some men feel like this girl is choking my life, she wants to kill me. But this kind of people, these are the way they feel love. So if you had a partner to this kind of person, maybe when you're just walking by and your wife is doing something, just the thought of pecking her by the side, tapping her bum, holding her hands, just touching her, just, those little things, they will just feel like you love them. I hope with this 5 point of mind, you're going to change and start acting on this particular love language. Now you will say that, oh, I don't really know how to understand this my wife love language, because these are 5. What do I do? How do I know my wife love language? One thing I feel on how to discover is there are certain things you'll be speaking about. Be observant. Be intentional, like you want to know your wife love language. Be observant. Listen to what she says to you. Listen to what he says to you as well, because it's not just women, it's both men and women. Listen to what he says to you as well. You pinpoint what your partner likes. Observe their reaction, especially when you give them something or you speak about something, how they react to it. You'll be able to know which particular love language they communicate better. Another thing is asking them, communicate. How do you like me to treat you? How do you want me to love you? As simple as it is, some people feel like, men doesn't talk. He will not say it. Ask them. They will talk. I want you to act like this to me. Men are even more practical than women. Women tend to hide a lot of things about themselves. I don't want to show everything, but men will tell you what they want. So ask questions. Then the last but not the least is quizzes. Go online, make a research. It's necessary. It's married. Now, the last but not the least is quizzes. Go online, make research. This is marriage, and you need to be very intentional about your marriage. It is 2024. You cannot be doing the way all these 1980s and 1950s are behaving. This is 2024, and you have to be intentional about this marriage. Nobody's going anywhere. You guys work it out. You too, you must work your marriage out. It is no rocket science. You have to be intentional. It is 2024. A lot of things are online. You can get it. So go online, get quizzes that you and your partner can do. Sit down and have proper conversation. I want us to make this marriage work, and we need to be intentional about it. Let's make it work. Talk, communicate, and this will really, really help you. Thank you for coming once again to listen to me. I am Victoria Olamide, and it's nice to have you here. Have a peaceful marriage and a blessed marriage. Bye-bye.